Hello, welcome to yet another episode of Life Law. Welcome to June, and this is episode 9 of Life Law Podcast. I am your host, Debbie Doesi Ajum. Super excited as always. We're slowly getting to the end of Campus Life Chaos, short story collection. And I am so happy because I'm looking forward to starting a new collection with you guys and just anticipating how much you're all going to love it, if you're going to prefer it to Campus Life Chaos, if you're going to prefer Campus Life Chaos to the new collection, or if you're going to love both, and hopefully you're going to love both. So, I have another story for you today, and the title is Useless Lecturer. Sharon looked up at Vicky, who just stormed into the room with a big scowl from her boiling beans. Inside the plastic container is a boiling ring. The beans dance wildly like Egungun masquerades around the hot rod. She looks down at the beans and back at Vicky again, who is now pulling off her blouse that has wet patches on the armpits and hissing non-stop. How far? Vicky exhales a long sigh before speaking. It gets some lecturers for this life, eh? May we not fall victim to their stupidity and wickedness. Amen, oh, Sharon pronounces, lifting her palms and eyes up to the ceiling. She watches the beans dance some more before saying another word. Wetin happen? Vicky is now standing directly under the twirling ceiling fan in a black bra and panties. You would not believe what happened in class today. Sharon dips a plastic spoon in the boiling beans, scoops out few seeds and throws them into her mouth. She chews methodically, looking at Vicky but not actually seeing her. Seconds later, she shakes her head, drops the spoon in a plate nearby and climbs onto her bed. Well, I can't believe it if you don't tell me about it first. Sharon lies on her side, her right hand supporting her head, ready to hear this gist. Can you imagine this man sent a guy out of the class because he was chewing gum? Vicky asks, sarcasm and disgust laced in her voice. Sharon's eyes bulge and retreat, like NEPA when playing with electricity current. Which kind of stupid thing be that? Chewing gum? She can hardly believe her ears. Vicky laughs, a dry, croaky laugh, and sits down, still under the fan. Make I gist you the full story. It is a hot Monday. The sun is out, stinging eyes and beating open necks with hot cords just by 7 a.m. People walk around their daily lives looking frustrated and irritated so early in the morning. Days like today just make you wish you didn't have anything to do outside of your comfort zone. Everyone would prefer to sit in and not have any business with the scorching sun outside, but days like these are hardly for staying inside. Vicky walks briskly down the road to the lecture theatre, her flip-flops making a swish-swish sound because just like the water dripping from her hair to her neck, past her chain to inside her t-shirt and the wetness gathering around her armpits, she's also sweating in her feet. Which kind of sun be this early morning? She laments out loud. Now wow. The lecture theatre is packed full with people, some students, some sellers, some beggars. Power is on, but the room is so stuffy as if the fans are not in motion. There's commotion everywhere. Groups of male students arguing about last night's game between Dortmund and Real Madrid. Groups of female students drooling over celebrities' outfits from the long-concluded AMVAs. Other students talking widely in Hausa and Yoruba. Others laughing over a joke. Some buying boiled granules and sugar-coated tiger nuts from little girls with hijabs and trays on their heads. A deaf and dumb man walking around soliciting for funds to survive. A placard describing his illness in hand. And his colleague, another man just walking around with a container stretched out in front of him. Vicky scans the room one more time and finds her friends at the left end, munching on roasted granules. A smile plasters on her face. She waves and walks over to them. The day whirls away slowly, like the fan in Vicky's room when the current is low. With several lectures in different venues, Vicky is now drenched physically and mentally. All she wants to do is go back to her hostel, have a cold bath, and sleep. But she has one more class before calling it a day. They are sitting in a small classroom with spoiled chairs and fans that have never worked since Vicky started schooling here. Some students are standing at the back, their backs to the wall. Almost everyone has a book or a piece of paper in hand that is acting as a fan. The room smells stale, thanks to everyone's unique body scent and sweat. The lecturer walks into the class 10 minutes later than the scheduled time. Vicky hisses inwardly, "This man don't come again." Someone behind her groans. Everyone knows Mr. Okoli. He spends his lecture time plus extra talking about any and everything that does not concern the course outline. Sometimes Vicky's classmates welcome him wholeheartedly because of how funny his lectures can be, but not today. Everyone's worn out. "You, come here." The class goes quiet and all eyes turn to the student Mr. Okoli just pointed to. "Sir, is it me?" The boy clarifies. Mr. Okoli only nods. The boy walks to the wooden podium where Mr. Okoli is standing and Vicky can't help but compare their outfits. The boy, whom Vicky has no clue what he's called, is wearing a starched and ironed kaftan with a Hausa cap to match. Meanwhile, Mr. Okoli is wearing one of the many black trousers he has, hopefully not the same one, a white short-sleeve shirt and his signature woolen pullover, and a faded black cap shaped like a bicycle seat. Under that cap is a punk hairstyle with a touch of grey hair, yet Mr. Okoli is always saying harassing male students about the hairstyles they wear, more like the kettle calling the pot black. The murmuring stops when the boy starts pleading with Mr. Okoli. "I'm so sorry, sir," he keeps saying over and over again. "Go and throw it away!" Mr. Okoli bellows, and the boy walks over to the window on shaky legs. He removes the gum he was chewing and throws it outside the open window. Then he walks back to his seat and Mr. Okoli begins his lecture, a sinister expression on his black, wrinkled face. "Many of you take me for granted. Imagine I am in class and he is busy chewing gum like a he-goat." He pauses for effect, then continues. "How many times have I warned you about eating and drinking in my class? It doesn't have to be food. I don't want to see your mouth moving at all." He adds the explanation about his rule applying to not only food, like he could read the students' minds, because at that point, Vicky and many others were asking themselves if gum could be considered as food. "Many of you go about saying that I'm useless. Yes, you think I don't know? You think I don't hear?" He looks into almost every eye, looking back at him. "Waiting him fit do, you see, challenging me behind my back. Waiting him fit do." Few students start murmuring, but Mr. Okoli ignores them. "So I'm going to show you that I'm not useless in this department." He points to the boy again. "Pack your things and leave my class." People gasp here and there. No one expected that Mr. Okoli would take it this far, and all because of bubble gum. The boy doesn't plead anymore, but picks up his bag and walks out of the classroom. "Good," Mr. Okoli notes. "I was thinking he would resist. Many of you don't know your etiquette. You feel it's right to just disrespect your elders, but if your parents had refused to train you properly, then some of us will. Course rep!" A stout young lady with drooping hips stands up. "Yes, sir." "Bring me that boy's full name and registration number to my office after this class." "Hey, Jesus!" Course rep exclaims, covering her mouth with her palms. If the class had thought sending the boy out of the class was severe, Mr. Okoli has switched it to the next level. He gives course rep a scornful look before that sinister smile reappears on his face again. "Endeavor to inform him that I don't want to ever see him in my classes again. He can attend the other lecturers' classes, but when it comes to mine, I don't. Emphasis on don't. Want to see him in my class. Let that act as a reminder to not mess with me. Waiting him fit do. Now I've done something." The rest of the class was just an expansion of students' threats against Mr. Okoli's uselessness in the department and how he was ready to sanction anyone who disobeyed his orders. Nothing was said about the course till his time was up. Now wow, did the boy go and beg? Sharon, now grating tomatoes and peppers, asks Vicky. Vicky shrugs. Why should he even go and beg? What is the man's business if someone is chewing gum? Are we still children? Are we still in primary school? Was the guy popping the gum and disturbing his class? Sharon sighs. I feel like it's just let peace reign. Best to graduate in peace and let a lecturer hold him back because of one course. Vicky eyes Sharon disdainfully. You see this talk where they talk back? That's what the man wants. He wants to rub his authority in our faces. He wants us to worship him because he feels he's a god. Because he holds the key to our success or failure in his cause. He wants to trample on us like we're peasants with no rights. This is a university, not a secondary school. I agree. But what can we do? It's best to stay out of these lecturers' troubles. One in my department usually says A is for God, B is for me, C is for the student who works hard, and D is for everybody else. Can you imagine? Vicky shakes her head and stands up. The man is just lucky it wasn't me he treated that way. If we enter the same shokoto. Sharon laughs heartily and sneezes. Rumi, you sabi vex, eh? Of course I'm pissed, agrees Vicky. Before Mr. Okoli left the class, he said we should prepare for his test this Friday. Automatically, that guy will not write it, and if care is not taken, he will end up having a carryover. Suddenly, the sound of loud sobbing can be heard outside. Sharon and Vicky turn to see their roommate, Joy, at the door, tears streaming down her cheeks. God will punish some lecturers with something worse at it than that burning pit of hell. Sharon and Vicky look at each other and back at Joy, each wondering what wicked act the lecturer has committed again. Vicky leads a sobbing Joy inside the room and holds her on the bed, soothing her till she's calm and ready to give them the gist of what Mr. Okoli's colleague has done this time. Thank you for making it this far. You have come to the end of episode 9 of Life Flow Podcast. Please do always remember that all my stories are works of fiction, and so is Useless Lecturer. Names, characters, places, and incidents are products of my imagination and are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, business establishments, or events is entirely coincidental. Do not forget that I also upload new episodes every 2 weeks, so kindly tap on that follow and subscribe buttons so you do not miss out on my new content. And if you enjoyed this episode, kindly share with friends, family, loved ones, people who enjoy stories, who love to listen to stories. Please share to as many people as possible. Also, you can leave a review, tell me what you think about the story or what you think about Life Flow in general, what you think I can do better, what you think I'm doing right. You can leave a voice message or a written message. You can also partake in the poll. Let me know your thoughts. Please also rate the podcast. Better ratings mean that more people get to see my podcast on their feeds and then also listen to it. So that gives us a wider outreach. If you enjoy this song, this is the first gospel song I featured on my podcast. If you enjoyed it, please check the show notes for more information on this young artist, where to listen to the full track and other songs by this artist. Thank you so much for always sticking by my side all the way from the trailer to this very episode. I'm super grateful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all, my beautiful and amazing listeners. So until next time, bye for now.
I see the beauty of your grace. You overwhelm me every day of my life. My going out, my coming in. You will, Lord, I put my trust, Jesus.